Hi, how is everybody? So yesterday was the 3-year anniversary of the Supreme Court decision that overturned Roe v. Wade. Now it's a party. That's actually why I started doing stand-up. I lost my job as an abortion counselor and thought, why not give comedy a shot? I love abortion jokes. They combine two of my favorite things, bodily autonomy and shit I shouldn't joke about. That joke used to be funnier. It is against the law to go unfuck yourself in the state of Tennessee. Never thought I'd be so glad to be gay and starting menopause, but here we are. It's my time to shine. I feel like working in an abortion clinic really prepared me for stand-up. Timing is everything, right? Plus, I got a real taste for killing. So here I am, killing it on stage. I still have to worry about bombing, but not as much. And I already know how to deal with hecklers. I bet none of you guys are going to scream Bible verses at me and tell me I'm going to hell or call me God's menstrual rag, are you? I got called that by the pro-lifers one day. Really nice people. If you want to meet them, they're the ones trying to ban all the sex ed books. You know why they're called pro-lifers? Because they think sex should come with a life sentence or a death sentence. They're flexible like that. Gotta hand it to them though. God's menstrual rag would be a great name for my feminist punk band. It's so edgy and so woke. It means God is on her period. That makes a lot more sense than a talking snake. So usually it's a bunch of dudes outside the clinic. Usually it's like two specific dudes. Usually it's this one dude and then his very genetically challenged looking son. And I have a lot of religious trauma, so I'm not a real big fan of super misogynistic street preaching. So I do the same thing I do with hecklers. All you gotta do is be louder. So I like to sing for them. I'll do, I've got a lovely bunch of coconuts. Or I'll go, he's the one who likes all our pretty songs, and he likes to sing along, and he likes to shoot his gun, but he don't know what it means. Yeah, so usually it's the two dudes. One day, the younger dude comes leering up behind me and he goes, it's another day for you to repent, ma'am. And I said, it's another day for you to go fuck yourself. And I didn't think I said it very loud, but then this dude in a truck goes, yeah, and starts honking the horn. But sometimes it's fun to bring the whole family to yell at women outside the doctor's office. And there's little boys strutting around in cowboy hats and boots like they own the whole fucking world, and sad, mute little girls in ugly dresses. I'm telling you, the fashion choices alone are a good reason not to give these people a baby. Plus, they're gonna name that baby Mordecai. No one has to name a baby Mordecai, but they've used up all the good Bible names on their 12 other children. Nahum, go get your brother, Habakkuk. Somebody asked them one day how they felt about slavery. They approve of biblical slavery, whatever that means. I wonder how many goats he wants for his daughters. Yeah. I don't understand. I don't understand the whole pro-life thing. Who looks around at all the problems we have and says, we need more people. There's a deficiency of douchebags. Ladies, you know what to do. Tennessee's out here like, what do we want? More teen moms. When do we want it? In about 9 months. Yeah, I worked at Knoxville Center for Reproductive Health. That is the clinic that didn't get burned down by the anti-choice arsonists. Yeah, but it did get turned into a vape shop after it got shut down by the Tennessee legislature. Who needs birth control, right? I was a counselor, so it was my job to talk to all the patients and, if need be, hold hands during a procedure. I have heard every possible reason for getting an abortion. This may surprise you, but do you know the number one reason for an abortion? It's men! Like 100%. Take a minute with that if you need to. It's shocking, I know. But I learned so much when I worked there. One day, the older doc, who was about 80, turns to the medical student and says, back when I was a young OBGYN in rural areas, I would often come across an older woman with a small potato in the vagina. What? And the med student goes, oh yeah, what? Mind you, we're in the middle of a D&C. We got a lady splayed out in the stirrups like a frog in biology class. It is not the best time for follow-up questions. Plus, I'm in there to translate, and there's no way I'm saying that in Spanish. No. So I asked later. Turns out it's a folk remedy for bladder incontinence. Yeah, so remember that, ladies? When your pelvic floor turns into a flooded basement, you can just pop a tater in there. Now, I know what you're thinking. How often should I change out my cooch potato? I got you. I asked that question too. Here is the real medical advice that I got before it sprouts. Somebody asked me what kind of potato and was it a fingerling? So I go on the internet to look up potato varieties thinking there's got to be a joke in there, right? Joke's on me. There's a potato called the Laura. It's a medium-sized red potato. It's one of those high-mileage cooch potatoes. Thank you guys. You've been great. Let's give it up for Beth Tompkins.